Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Cherika Brown, of course. We're on another episode of Cherika Be Talking because I be talking. And on today's episode, we're going to discuss how do you know when a relationship is over? This was an interesting question just because sometimes every relationship and every situation is just completely unique and different depending on what you're in and what's going on. And sometimes, a lot of times, most times, it's not really over until you decide that it's over. And sometimes the decision isn't even a decision you want to go with, but it's a decision that you have to go with. And that basically answers the question on how do you know when a relationship is over, because I think that a relationship is over once disrespect is brought into the picture. Once you feel disrespected or you start disrespecting a person, when you lose respect for a person, you don't look at them the same and you don't ultimately value them the same. I won't say that you stop loving this person, because I believe that if you truly love someone, that love never really goes away. Like, you always have some type of form of love or care for that individual. However, the moment that things get like disrespectful in a way that there's a point of no return, that's when you know that the relationship is over, whether you want it to be or not. So for every person and every individual, that could be circumstantial and it could look different from for every person. For example, if you feel like that cheating is your non-negotiable and you don't tolerate cheating, it could just be that disrespect for you that finalizes the relationship. Or it could just be you confiding in a person and telling them something that you don't like, or just expressing yourself and expressing a concern, and that person blatantly go out their way to try and hurt you. That can be a form of disrespect and just make you look at a person completely different. And while I think that there is a such thing as forgiveness, and I think that we should give individuals grace, and some things you can come back from, I feel like the relationship is just completely deaded when it's like there's no coming back from this situation. Like, you would lose respect ultimately for yourself if you go back to that disrespect, if that makes sense. It's like, it's just a turning point. It's a shift where you feel it internally, like there's no coming back from this. And when a person stops caring, that's typically when the disrespect starts. As long as you care for someone and you genuinely have feelings for them and you care about their well-being and you love them and you ultimately respect them, you won't necessarily do anything to hurt them. So I think when that sense of care and wanting to prove yourself for or to a person goes away, that's when the disrespect, it opens up the door for disrespect. So it's like the care and the sensitivity and just the genuine concern for a person, once those feelings, I guess, fade or they just leave and they're defeated by like your ego and just your selfishness and just your almost resentment or hate for a person, it turns into disrespect. It's like a buildup that happens over time. And then you just reach a point to a person where you like, you may have to love that person from a distance, or you just don't want anything to do with them anymore. You just wish them well from a distance, but it's nothing there. Like, it's nothing there at all. Like, it's like a light switch. Like, I don't know, you just know it when you go through it, for sure. And like I said, for every person it's different. Everybody have like a breaking point, I would call it, where it feels like, I can't believe you did this to me, or I can't believe you even thought to do this to me, or you even tried to play this type of game with me. Once you reach that point, internally, and it's just something you feel. But also, I think you're done as well when you also feel a sense of peace with that feeling. So it won't be you feel that feeling and you're angry and you want revenge and you want to do something to this person. It's like you accept the person's actions in a way. Even though their actions are disrespectful, you're like, you make sense of it. You're like, wow, this is real life. Like, this is what they did to me, and it is what it is because it was what it was. And you have a peace with yourself, with God, with your inner self, and it's almost like you just feel like you've tried your best and you've done all you can, and at that point you have no choice but to move on. Like, even if you like, wow, I really love this person and I wanted it to work and I thought it was going to work and I would have did anything for it to work, but it's like, I can't come back from that. He can't come back from that. She can't come back from that. When you think about what was done to you, and you like, it's not something, it wasn't a mistake, or it's like that intentional, when it's that intentional disrespect, and you just like, you can't, it's not that you can't forgive it, but it just shows you who the person truly is, and it removes the mask of the idea you had of the person and show you, no, this is who they truly are. You may have thought they were this, but this is who they are. They're showing you. And when you accept that truth, it's like, wow, this has to be over. This has to be done. I hope that makes sense. I didn't want to give any specific examples because I can't tell y'all when your personal relationship is over. It's something that you will know, and you honestly will feel it. It would just be like, okay, this is done. Like, even if you still love this person with all your heart, you know that it's done. But I hope y'all got something from this video, and y'all know I'll be back because I'll be talking. Peace.